Instagram just leaked how to get more views on your stories, how to get more people to see your stories, and how the ranking system for stories actually works. And I wanted to share all of that information with you to make sure that you're getting as many views as possible as you can on your Instagram stories, because I see so many comments, I get so many DMs saying, Rob, my stories views have tanked, or Rob, sometimes my stories get a lot of views and sometimes they get no views at all. I don't understand. So I wanted to make this video to share with you exactly how you can skyrocket the amount of views that you're getting right now on your Instagram stories. And since you clicked on this video, I'm gonna guess that you've either seen one, a massive decrease in the amount of views that you're getting on your stories, or like I mentioned before, you're seeing very inconsistent views on your stories, and I wanted to solve all of that in this video. So many of you guys that are watching this video right now are making several mistakes when it comes to your stories. First, you're not posting stories every single day. Secondly, you're posting all of your stories at one time and not pacing them throughout the day, which is absolutely killing the amount of reach that you're getting. Third, you're not adding polls to your stories. You're giving people nothing to engage with. I look at so many people's Instagram stories every single day, and honestly, they're incredibly boring. There's nothing for me to interact with. Instagram wants people to interact with your stories. If they're not interacting by clicking on the link that you're sharing, participating in the poll that you're doing, swiping up and sending you a comment, swiping up and sending you emoji, then you're going to see a massive decrease in the amount of stories views that you're getting. And Instagram is going to be prioritizing other people's stories to show to your followers instead of yours. And then finally, so many of you guys are either posting way too many stories or way too few stories. I'm going to share with you later in this video the exact number of stories that you guys need to be posting if you want to maximize the amount of views that you're getting. So for starters, you guys need to understand how stories actually work on Instagram, because it's very different than every other post type that you can do on Instagram. Stories are going to be shown to your followers only, and obviously if somebody goes to your profile and they don't follow you, they can then choose to see your story, but you get the majority of views from your stories from people that actually follow you. So if you go look at stories right now, you'll see that there are four that show up there. Now those four are four different things. One, people that you interact with the most, and then secondly, they're going to be people that have most recently posted a story. So if you're only posting your story once a day, you are not going to be able to get views on it all day long. You might see a huge spike in views in the beginning, but then after that, you're going to see a massive drop off, and this is going to result in not that many people viewing your story. And something else that you guys need to understand is that most people on Instagram are following anywhere from 50 to 300 people. Now, of course, there are a lot of people that follow way more. There are a lot of people that follow way less, but most people follow between 500 and 300 people. So you need to consistently be in the top 4 stories producers if you want to maximize the amount of views that you're getting. Now, look, you could be in the top 6, the top 8, the top 10, but if you drop below the top 10 of story creators that somebody is following on Instagram, you're going to see a massive decrease in the amount of views that you're getting in your stories. And Instagram is honestly just going to deprioritize the viewership of your stories. Now, all that might sound really difficult to be able to achieve, but it's actually incredibly simple. Step 1, you need to make sure that you're posting stories throughout the day. You need to be posting them in all 3 time slots that are the best times to post on Instagram. From 11 a.m. to noon, from 3 to 5 p.m., and then again, from 7 to 11 p.m. You need to be posting multiple stories throughout each time period. Why? So that you're constantly putting your stories back at the first and able to be shown to as many followers as possible. Again, this is going to be a key metric. You want people to be viewing your stories all day long, not just in the morning, not just in the afternoon, not just at night. It needs to come all day long, and please make sure that you are not posting too many stories. Ideally right now, you should be posting 5 to 6 stories a day. I would not post less than that. I would not post more than 8. At a bare minimum, you need to be doing at least 3 stories a day, and at a maximum, I would post 8 stories a day. If you post more than that, 2 things are going to happen. 1, people are going to just start skipping through your stories. People aren't going to then view them. And then secondly, you're going to start to see story fatigue, where you're just not getting as many views on your stories. Now look, there might be a time where you need to post more than 8 stories. That's fine, but please do not do this on a daily basis. Do not do this on a consistent basis, because I'm telling you, it is going to lead to a massive dip in the amount of story views that you get. Now, before I get to the next parts of this video, which are by far the most important parts of this video and getting as many views as possible as you can on your story, please smash that subscribe button. If you're trying to grow on TikTok, you're trying to grow on Instagram, you need to not miss another video that I drop. In addition to that, I answer every single comment that I get on YouTube, so please leave a comment below. I promise I'll answer it within 24 hours. And I also answer every single DM that I get on Instagram right here. If you have questions about how to grow on Instagram, how to grow on TikTok, please hit me up. Another thing that's incredibly helpful is you need to build up anticipation. For example, if you were to repost a Reels on your story, or you were to post about a YouTube video that you dropped on your story, or a new product, or anything, you need to make sure that you're blocking it and not giving them the full experience. You want to make sure that they need to click on that story, that they need to engage with that story in order to get the full amount of information. The best way to do this is to invoke curiosity in your story and get them to click or get them to tap to see the rest of it, because this is going to massively increase the amount of engagement that you're getting, and it's incredibly really easy to do. If you get just 20 to 25% of people that view the story to engage with it, it is going to massively increase the amount of story views that you're getting. In fact, what's going to happen is Instagram is not only going to prioritize your stories to new people, but it's going to put your story earlier on for your followers to see. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the easiest hacks for you to get back to the beginning and reprioritize when it comes to the stories that your followers are currently seeing is not only posting as often as possible on your stories, but is also creating very good stories content, which will actually allow Instagram to reprioritize your story. Even if you hadn't posted recently, they will put it back in the beginning because they know that it's something that somebody is going to view, they're going to be happy with it, they're going to engage with it, and ultimately, that is the #1 metric that Instagram is looking for when it comes to getting views on your stories. Step number 2 is you need to make sure that you're including polls in your stories. So many creators make the mistake of doing this. It's literally going to 10x the amount of views that you get if you get people to react to a poll. Now, you're probably wondering, Rob, what kind of polls should I be including in my stories? It needs to be 2 things. One, it needs to be relevant to what is going on in this current time period. Secondly, it needs to be things that people in your niche are going to be interested in. For example, there's so many models on Instagram. So many models probably watching this video right now. So you would do things like add a picture at the top, add a picture at the bottom, and get them to choose between the top photo or the bottom photo. Or if you're in the fashion niche, you could do something along the lines of like, would you choose these shoes or these shoes? There's so many different scenarios that you could do this for. If you're a sports account, you can get people to choose who the best point guard is or who the best quarterback is. There are unlimited possibilities no matter what niche you're in. The only thing that is stopping you from coming up with these possibilities is your imagination. Please do anything that people are going to choose a side on and get them to choose a side because it is going to maximize the amount of stories views that you're getting. And if you're having a hard time coming up with ideas for this, I strongly suggest you look at what the top creators in your niche are doing. You can find them in 3 different ways. First, you can look up the best hashtags for your niche, go under those posts, see what creators have a large following within your niche, see what they're doing on your stories, or secondly, go look at the top meme accounts for whatever you're trying to post about. Look at what they're doing. Meme accounts did amazing on Instagram 1.0, but they're not going to do as well because so many other creators are going to steal the things that they've been doing, putting it in their thing, whether they're a business, whether it's a personal page, and that is how you're going to see a massive amount of growth on Instagram in Instagram 2.0 with this newfound organic reach that Instagram has. At a bare minimum, you want to make sure that at least 50% of the stories that you're uploading on a daily basis have a poll in them because if not, you're not going to get enough engagement for that to then increase the amount of views that you're getting. In addition to posting polls on stories, you should be sharing links to your reels. You should be sharing links to your YouTube videos. You should be sharing shoppable posts and you need to be sharing things that are provocative. It needs to be something that your audience is going to relate to so that people will swipe up, they will type to you, or they'll swipe up and leave an emoji. If you're able to get people to do that, not only reacting to polls, but reacting to your posts in general, you are going to see so many more views. Now, if you're currently seeing a massive decrease in the amount of views that you're getting on your stories, you should take a 72-hour break from posting on stories. That means do not post on stories for the next 72 hours and then start implementing all the tactics that I shared with you in this video. That is going to significantly increase the amount of views that you're getting on your stories. Sometimes you just need to take a reset. Now, you might be thinking that you're doing everything right. Again, I would take a 72-hour reset. This is going to reset the amount of views that you're getting on your stories. It's going to put you re-eligible to be in the top 4 no matter what your past history has been with stories. And remember, stories are all about a game of momentum. You do not want to post too much. You do not want to post more than 8 stories a day. You do not want to post too little. You do not want to post less than 3 stories a day. I would strongly suggest sticking to posting 5 to 6 stories a day. Remember, 50% of those should have polls in them. You need to be prioritizing for things that are going to get a reaction or things that people can engage with. If people are just skipping through your stories, you're not going to get views on them. Instagram is going to deprioritize them. The same people aren't going to see your story over and over again. You need to make sure that whenever you're putting something out, the first thing that needs to go through your mind is whether or not somebody is going to react to this. If it's not provocative, if it's not going to get somebody to swipe up and send you something, then you need to rethink what you're going to be posting on your story. That being said, if you want guaranteed growth on Instagram, and I'm talking about guaranteed growth, like Devon, who gained over 2 million followers, and Tuvok, who gained over 100,000 followers, and Joel Magician, who gained over 500,000 followers, and so many other creators, you need to get into my Instagram mentorship program where I personally will guarantee that I help you grow on Instagram. If you don't grow on Instagram in the 30 days, you're going to get your money back, 0 questions asked. If you want to learn more, go to the link in the description, but to put it simply, first you're going to go through 6 steps to becoming an Instagram expert course. Then I'm going to send you a personalized plan telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use, and then for the next 30 days, you're going to go through a coaching program where I'm going to critique your content, send you new ideas, tell you more of what you should be doing, show you what you shouldn't be doing. So, what are you waiting for? You have absolutely nothing to lose. You're either going to get guaranteed growth on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you're going to get your money back, 0 questions asked. The only risk that you're taking is by not signing up and getting the Instagram followers that you know you want and you deserve. I'm going to make it faster for you. I'm going to make it easier for you, and I'm going to guarantee that it happens. If that sounds interesting, go to the link in the description. If not, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I'm going to put up on the screen because they're the videos that YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.